Hey, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking the torque on the inside wheel lugs, or the wheel spacers. It's been about 60 to 70 hours ago that I installed those, and I've been hearing some noise when running, and I want to make sure I don't have a loose wheel spacer. So what I got is I got the tractor in the garage here. I got this side. I just broke loose the lug nuts that bolt the wheel to the spacer, and that'll give me access to the interior nuts. Anyway, let's get started. So like I said, I've got the lug nuts are all pretty much loose here. You can see some of them might be a little bit tighter than others, but pretty much all loose. The tractor's up off the ground. I got the jack lifting on this one side. I'm not going to use a jack stand on it because I don't think we're going to be in here that long. The other thing I have is the parking brake set, so that's don't have to worry about it moving on me. So just going in here, loosening these on and off. I don't want to go any higher than I have to because these tires are loaded with fluid. But I may have to go just a tad bit higher than that. There we go. This jack doesn't settle too bad, so I think we'll be okay for the couple minutes that we're going to have a wheel off. Ideally, you would put a jack stand under it. Alright, we got all those off. Just tire it off. Now, to get into these actual, the lug bolts here, lug studs there, I got to use a special socket that's a thin wall. What I use to get in there is, it's a 3/8 drive socket, but it's got a hex head on it, so I can put a regular 1/2 inch drive socket over the top of it. And this is a thinner wall than my 1/2 inch drive. And that fits on there nice. Goes tight. 2 that's tight. 3 that's tight. 4 that's tight. 5 that's tight. So they are all tight on this side. And this is not something that I would probably do annually. It's check it good, make sure it can run 70 hours without anything getting loose. Then I know that it should be fine. But that noise I was hearing was just concerning me. So I got the couple on the top started here. I'm going to get a nut on them. And then I'll jack it on up a little ways. So after consulting the operator's manual, I know the rear wheel torque should be 80 to 96 foot-pounds of torque. I'm going to set my wrench up. So we got that one done. So next thing we're going to do is flip over to the other side. It's like moving lead. Alright. So now back with my cobbled socket combination.
I'm going this way. I'm going to you know where, can you show me where
Green.
Sammy is?
So those are all pretty tight. I don't think that's where my noise was coming from. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and inspect all my lines for my rear hydraulics, make sure that I don't have any leaks. Everything looks good. Alright, let's put the wheel back on. So I'm glad to know that my wheel spacers weren't what was causing the noise. I have a theory that it's probably the steering. There's those little brackets that hold that steering cylinder in place. We'll check that next. So next up, we're going to set up this action camera under here, and we're going to have it filming that steering cylinder and see if that's where our noise is coming from. So right here is the part we're going to watch to see if we got movement there. Well, it's for sure moving in that deal, but maybe that is where the clunk's coming from. So I guess in conclusion, I haven't found where I was getting that noise at. It was like a popping noise. It could just be, things working. I was fully loaded with the loader bucket. We were carrying dirt. Had a lot of weight on the back for counterweight, had the tiller on. Maybe it was just popping because of that, but it could have been that steering. You saw it moving there. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode of Who's Your Helpers. It is a good example of where to go out and check those torques. After operation, make sure that the torque spec that we use or per the manual is adequate, and you don't necessarily have to put blue Loctite on them. So anyway, catch you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.